Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. In this lesson we're continuing on with the dynamic weather script. Now before we can fill out this function here, our Skybox blend manager, we need to set up the bubbles we created it in our last lesson. And if I scroll up to the top, it's these bubbles here. So let's go ahead and do that in this lesson. Now the first thing we need to do is come to the pick weather function, and what we're going to do is disable each state the same way in which we disabled the particle systems here. And I'll just come below and we'll say underscore, and we want the sunny state. Is this time we can just say equal false, close the line off, and we'll put it into the comments. So we'll say set sunny state to false, and we'll just copy this line here 4 times, so twice more and the last one there. And we'll just go ahead and swap out the naming convention. So the next one will be the thunder state, and we'll just keep going for the mist state, overcast, and finally the snow state. And I'll just tidy up the comments and then we'll go through and change them. So we'll just change it to thunder here, mist here, and 2 more to go for overcast, and finally again for snow. And we'll just save that there a moment. So when this script becomes active, as you're all aware, it comes to the pick weather state to begin with. It sets all the particle systems to be disabled, and now it also sets each state, this bool here, to be false. And now we just need to do again the same as we did for the particle systems. We just have to set them to true depending on which weather state we are in. So let's go ahead and do that now. And as you can see, the first one is going to be for the sunny weather. So we'll say underscore sunny state, and again we can just say equals true, and we'll close the line off and into the comments. So we'll say set sunny state to true, and again we'll just copy this line and we'll paste it in for the thunder, and we'll just swap out the naming convention here. Thunder state is true, and change the comment, and we've just got to keep going through for the next 3 states. So again, mist state, set mist to true. We'll paste in again for the overcast. We'll just bring the comment back into line and change it here. And 1 more to do for the snow. So we'll change the naming convention again, and we'll change the comment here. We'll just save that off there. So we'll come back to pick weather. On startup, they are all set to false. They are set to true depending on which weather state we are in. And when we switch back, when the weather state ends and we switch back to pick weather, it sets them all to false again, and then sets them to true depending on which state we are in. And we can use this to tell the Skybox manager how to blend, and we'll be doing that in the next lessons. And just a word of note about these bools. We could have actually not bothered actually using this code, and we could have put the code in for blending the Skybox into the Pacific weather state, the same as we've done for everything else. However, because we are going to have a lot of code for blending the Skybox, I thought it would make it the script easier to read, and more importantly easier to understand for all of you following along. So that's why we're using bools, and that way we can have a separate function for the blending of the Skybox, and as I said, it will just make the script easier to understand and easier to read. And you may want to go ahead once we've actually finished this series, and maybe you want to, take the code that we will be inputting into this function and copy it into the applicable weather state, or you may want to leave it as a separate function. I'll leave that up to you, and I may even do a lesson explaining how to do that for those who want to. But for now, I think we'll leave this lesson here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you next time, and until then, bye for now.